My name is Melo, and I am currently a Florida House member of District 80, which covers Eastern Collier County, Immokalee, LaBelle, and Clewiston. My leadership journey has consisted of many different roles. I have been a business owner all of my adult life, and I've run a trucking company for over 20 years. That I then got into the real estate industry, which both my parents were in the real estate industry from the 1970s in Naples. My mother worked, her last role was with John R. Wood, and my dad owned his own brokerage. So that started my career late in life. And I've been in real estate now for 14 years. And I love it. Of course, now I am a member of the Florida House, but I do believe that every one of those roles has prepared me for where I am today. Are things, I think we all look for people in our life that inspire us and motivate us. And I can tell you, Senator Pasadomo, the Lieutenant Governor, Jeanette Nunez, those are people who inspire me. And I think that you look for inspiration that are through qualities and people, and that maybe you identify with those qualities and you see where those qualities have taken them in life. And those are the things that inspire me. I think that, when I look at those two women and what they've done and how they've managed to shatter any kind of glass ceiling, and just through being very no nonsense, being fierce, and just being very strong female leaders, those are the things that inspire me. Important for female leaders to groom other female leaders. Where and how I am able to be in the position I am today is exactly through that. It has not been other than a matter of timing and other leaders tapping me and asking me to step up and take leadership roles. And I think that it's critical that as a good leader, one of the most important qualities is that we groom future leaders to take our place. And I think that it's critical that we start thinking about that as we go through the process, whether it's a board president position. You start thinking about who can fill your position, who you tap to fill that position behind you, whether it's being a member in the Florida House, and looking forward to who I can potentially tap to fill my role as I phase out and move into a different role. I think that it's critical. I think that we must empower and nurture one another and encourage and help one another. And I do believe that's key to the epitome of being a true leader. Some of the challenges that we face today as female leaders are we still very much have male-dominated industries. And I think that it's very important that we all have a high level of integrity. I believe that we need to remember that a lot of hesitation and reluctance and maybe things that hold us back from taking and going to the next level in our leadership all exist within our own minds. And I think that it's really critical that we don't allow that self-thought to hold us back. I think that for myself personally, I've always esteemed to challenge myself. And I really believe that we must do that. We must persevere. We must quiet our inner thoughts and really just work hard to not have limitations and not let those limitations in our own minds and through self thought hold us back. We really have to work hard to kind of silence that fear and just be out there and put ourselves out there and be fearless. And I think that's really critical. Key to developing the next generation of leaders is very much what I've already alluded to, which is grooming them. It's exactly how we interact every day, whether it's mom to our children, mom to our four-legged pets. We all have that nurturing part of our personalities. And I think that it's very much a nurturing, grooming process. I think you have to look around you, you have to recognize talent, you have to see the leadership qualities and the people around you and make sure that you tap into that and make sure you nurture it and you work to groom future leaders and let them know that you see potential in them and that you know they have that ability to be a leader. They may not even be thinking about it. I know for myself, my own personal experience, I sat on many committees at NABOR, and RPAC was my first committee that I was involved in. And Mary Waller tapped me and said, I think you should apply for the board. And that wasn't even, I hadn't even thought of that. She said, I think you should apply for leadership. I hadn't even thought about that. I was interested in committees and how I could give back, and I really wasn't thinking about that next step. So I think it's very important that we look around and watch people and groom people. Qualities that I believe have contributed to my success as a leader. My family will hate for me to say this because now I'm admitting, and this is on camera, would probably be my stubbornness. And out of that quality comes this ability to never quit, never give up. And that has served me in every role, including this past role. I am running a bill for Florida Realtors, and it is called the FREAB bill, which has to do with the Florida Realtors Appraisal Board. And I was told that this would be the easiest bill I would run this year, and it has turned out to be the most difficult. Danielle Scoggins and I laugh about it. This bill has had every roadblock known to man through the process. And by me tapping into my inner stubbornness, I refuse to quit. And it actually just passed on the floor this week, and it will be passing the Senate next week. And I'm super excited about that. But the only way for me to have gotten this done was through my determination and stubbornness and not quitting. To my younger self, I would advise myself to love myself, to not look at all the qualities that maybe we are taught not to love about yourself. I really think it's important because now being in my 50s, I see just how important those qualities are. And honestly, I wish that in my 20s, I would have embraced those qualities and not tried to maybe hide those qualities or be ashamed of those qualities. I think it's really important that we embrace who we are, capitalize on who we are, and you know what? Run with it. Be unapologetically ourselves. I would love to go to law school. I have been looking at that, and that is something that is on my horizon. And I think that potentially when I get finished with the House, I may take a run at the Senate. So that is potentially on my horizon. We'll see. You just never know where the journey in life takes you.